Scientists have recently discovered that the flood from the Bible is in fact real.
All right, let's see it.
Scientists have found fossils of fish on top of the Himalayan mountains. Even for the unbelieving scientists, they said this proves that at one point the whole earth was covered in water, thus proving what the scriptures say.
So a few things to say here. To begin, that fish fossil that was shown on the screen did not come from the Himalayas. That came from Fossil Butte National Monument in Wyoming. Next, we've known about marine fossils high in the Himalayas for around a century. None of this is new. None of it is evidence of a global flood. It is evidence of plate tectonics. The Himalayas are the youngest mountain range on Earth, and they were formed around 50-ish million years ago when India collided with Asia. And prior to that, India was part of a supercontinent with Australia and other land masses that was called Gondwana. And the part that was underwater is the part that became the highest parts of the Himalayas. And so they contain fish fossils from around 420 million years ago. They have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with any global flood. And lastly, you can check out this paper, which is freely available online, for more details about the formation and the history of the Himalayas. But one thing you'll notice if you read that paper is how much data has to go in and has to fit into these theories of how these things work. They look at the different types of rock. They compare those types of rock to the same types of rock in other parts of the world and their stratigraphy and how they are dated. And they compare them to different theories about plate tectonics. And they have to do all of this to make sure everything in the theory fits together. To say fish on mountain mean global flood ignores all of that and only works if you ignore all of the other data, because you are not trying to make it all fit together. You're just someone who does not understand the science or the data, who is just cherry picking and misrepresenting whatever evidence they can find in order to try to gin up the illusion of plausibility, because you know there are a lot of people out there who just want to feel validated in their dogma, who will leap at the slightest indication of that illusion of plausibility.
If you want to know more about how the Bible is...
No, I'm good.